Hi, collective. This is Miracle Access Tarot Channel. And this is another thing I could download actually this morning. And I need to put it up because what I saw that these secret societies or these covenants, how they work, is to lurk people in. Well, if you don't, well, how shall I put this? If they don't want to sacrifice this person, they want to lurk them into the society or covenant, okay? And often these people do not want to, but because of the blackmailing they doing this group of people on them, many of them are forced to get in, and actually they will go down with them. You need to understand when targeting happens, it's typical secret society covenant shit. Okay? When they target you, actually, you are not an unlucky person, but you are extremely awakened, very talented. And you need to understand that you need to take it really as, how shall I put this, a compliment than something that is there to destroy you. Okay? You have to draw out your power from targeting and from these gang stalking people. Okay? Because you can. It is possible spiritually to bring out all the energy they put in this shit, transmute it, and make it into a divine energy that will create more divine breakthrough in your life. Okay? The main aim of targeting and gang stalking is to make you afraid. Okay? Because when you are afraid, your mind will create dark shit from fear. And that's, they really know, and that's why they're doing it. And as your mind will create more and more dark shit with fear, you will go down with it. Okay? Also, you need to understand that these people, in my opinion, 98% of them are Satanists or any kind of Luciferian movement they belong to. And they do not have human soul. I mean, zero human soul. You need to understand how the matrix was built, and unfortunately, it's got deformed. The matrix itself creates humanoids that has no human soul, because when a human is born, that was not meant to born, because it is not the plan of source. There is no soul that was assigned to that human body. Do you understand? So that human body will come on this earth, I mean, will born, but because there's no human soul assigned to it, it's soulless. These are energies actually that Matrix use to destroy divine beings, okay? Or try to destroy, or try to pull back in the Matrix. So you need to understand, when you deal with a human body that is actually, while some people call them agents, some people call them different names, you can't show love to a person like that, because they feed on divine love. Do you understand? They will suck it off, they will feed on it. What you will do, you will feed your enemies. Okay? You have to really understand this. You can ignore them. Well, that is one way to deal with them. But unfortunately, when you do that, they will go more and more far in their insolence. I mean, they will invade your privacy. You have to be prepared a different kind of device placed in your property, or if you rent a place there, in your car. And these gang stalkers practically go everywhere you go. They report what you buy, what you eat, who do you talk to, what do you say. You can be assured there are devices that's recording every conversation you have with somebody. This is because they want to put total control on you and over your life. Or actually, that's what they think they do. You need to understand when you are awakened, you are not anymore in a matrix. So they desperately doing this to pull you back. And one of the way to pull you back is make you humiliated. So when they do a fraud and legally fraudulent way, they pose illegal cameras in your house. They film you in your private moments, or even when you go through the dark night of the soul, sometimes you go through healings. And the worst thing that they can do is get into your house, because this kind of people, honey, you can change your lock as much as you want on your front door. It is not a problem for them. They can get in, okay? So they get in and they insolence grow that far that they poison your water and your food with drug or any kind of shit. And because of that, or because of any device that can alter your brain waves, that could produce behavior that you normally would not do, they planify all that. They plan it all that to catch it on camera and publicly humiliate you with that. Do you understand? They want you to feel like shit and worthless. Well, if you behave in a certain sexual way, they want you to feel like a prostitute when you don't sleep with anyone. Excuse me, the sexual life, even if you masturbate or not, it's your own business. Nobody has a right to put it out in public, especially not without your authorization that you never ever give. But these people will fake that, you know. They will fake some signatures of yours, fraud, 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 lies, 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 manipulation, manipulation, manipulation. So when they do that, they ruin your reputation in a community where you live, and they actually want to force you in their covenant on their secret society that you have no choice to survive only with them. So it goes with that they make you lose your job, they make you financially bankrupt, lose your home. So you will be forced to ask help from them, or they send in someone who will offer your help, but in reality, they are there to lurk you into their organization. And there you will be continuously humiliated, maltreated, abused. Many sex slaves in societies are lurked in like that. Okay, they send in boyfriends, girlfriends, who are actually, I'm teaching about these womb riders, and they practically work on the destruction of this person. So if this person won't be a sacrifice, they want to lure this person in to be a prostitute of the society. Okay, and they say that, oh, I will pay you, you will have this and that and that, and in a reality, these people can't even look into the mirror, themselves. They might have money, they might feed themselves with lies about what they do, but it does not change the fact, but they went off their divine path, and they are treated like prostitutes. Do you understand? And that's why if you are targeted, you are gang stalked, and you are put into public humiliations, or they releasing videos, photos of you naked because you living your life in your house. And I told you already, it's really common. They sneak drug into your food and drink, or place devices they can illegally buy. Actually, the military technology has devices that can alter brain waves, manipulate brain waves, and make people be a certain way they would never do that normally. And it is possible on a black market to buy this kind of devices and illegally put it in your house. So the first thing you need to know, that everything what they do is illegal. So when you have proofs about this, you can sue them and they will go to prison for that. Okay? That's the reason why they have corrupted people in police, FBI, gendarme, CIA, whatever, because they want to avoid that in every price. And they want to make these people afraid that, oh, the police is with us, oh, the gendarmes, oh, the FBI, oh, this and this is with us. Okay? You should not be afraid of that because legally they don't have right to do that to you. You need to legally protect yourself, where you need to make sure you have really a good lawyer, not one who belongs to them. Actually, I had this problem in my personal life that actually my lawyer worked with them. And you need to understand that public humiliation is not your fault. It does not mean you are that shit person they describe you. And most of the time, these videos or photos are altered. It's possible it's not even you on it, or if it's you, it's retouched or deformed in many ways, okay? Or if it's really you, you probably got drugged or forced to behave a certain way because of this device was placed in your house, okay? They do that when somebody has a really important spiritual gift and they have a really important spiritual path to do. Okay, you need to understand that whatever accusations they accuse you with, you are divine. Okay, you are a divine being. You are highly protected, and if you have to go through that, there is a reason why souls let that happen. Do you understand? Because these people actually they teaching themselves a karmic lessons by destroying you. And you have to understand that everything what you lose, you will receive 10 times more. If not in this lifetime, the next one. It does not change anything. You will be upgraded. You will be rewarded. And you will be more divine if you resist these people. And it's not an easy thing to do. It's not. Because when they put you in a certain situation and they paint you totally differently to the public, for example, they make you sick. You're a single person. They make you sick so much that none of the people who judge you could even survive 1 minute in that health state. And you can't clean up your house, for example. And they put it in public that you are dirty shit, nothing else, you are lazy, blah, blah, blah. They don't put it up that they made you practically disabled. No, that they won't put it up because that would justify why you behave in that situation like that. Or when you have a boyfriend that actually you don't know, it's a vampire that they sent in, and every sexual act is filmed and put in public that you are a prostitute. Sorry, guys. You need to understand that whatever they accuse you with, you have to ignore it. Okay? In a spiritual, emotional level, you should not ignore it legally. Okay? Legally, you can attack these people. And it's really important, even if you don't know who's doing it. Time to time, you go to the police and press charges. Me, I had problem with that because every time I wanted to press charges, they practically refused it. I mean, here in a palace gendarmerie, they practically every time, each time I went there, they refused it. Okay, they said I don't have enough proof, whatever. What you need to do, you need to insist, and if you don't press charges, there is like while in France, there is other way, less severe things that you has to be registered this act that was committed against you. And they fooled me for a while in a palace gendarmerie because they told me that no, you don't have a proof, there was no infraction, blah, 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 blah. So they did nothing, first of all. Second, they refused any kind of legal actions. So you need to be aware that if that's happened, there's a corruption there. Because as a citizen, as a human being, you have your human rights. If you think there is cameras in your house and you were threatened, or somebody sent you something threatening, and there are neighbors who's actually abusing you, leaving all kind of shits in your garden in front of your house to threaten you, and this is you need to understand, this is our Salmon. You have a right to press charges, even if you don't know who is the person who's doing it. Okay? Especially when there are false accusations about you. These people are lying because they are paid to lie about you. You have to press charges. When you lose your kids because they were lying on you in groups, so it's more believable, especially when they pay experts to lie on you have to press charges. You need to understand you have to cover yourself legally. Okay? The second you need to deal with is how to deal with this whole situation emotionally. You need to understand human body is just a vessel. Yes, it is a temple of your soul, and you have to purify it, cleanse it. But sometimes these low vibrational, useless people who do not deserve any respect, because I'm telling you, these most of them, 98% of them, was born without human soul. You can't use the same method that you use with humans because they behave differently and it has no effect on them. Okay? So that's why it's important when there is abuse, not just psychological, not just spiritual, but physical abuse, you deal with that psychologically. Okay? I'm talking about here, for example, rape. It is possible that these people can have access to your house from, I don't know how, they stole your copy or key, or they have a way to open your door because they employ a professional who teach them how to open your door. Whatever typical method is, they put drug in your fridge, in food or in drink or whatever. You come back from home, you drink it in a 1 or 2 hours, you are so I mean, you not just, maybe the drug is like you're not sleeping, but you don't remember anything because you are not conscient at all what's happening. And after these people come in and rape you, and they film it and they put it on a dark web that is used for energy harvesting and also to humiliate you, to show people you are a prostitute. And after, if these people would be normal, because they are not normal if they're watching dark web, I'm sorry, if you are a normal person, you have nothing to do with dark webs. Okay? If you watch it, you are Satanist, or you are Luciferian, or you are a psychopath, or mentally have a serious disease. So how do you deal with this? Because that is evidently the violation of human rights, not just your privacy, and deformation of character also. Do you understand? But how do you deal with it? And sometimes this group use that, you see, you are a prostitute, and they put it in your head. And some of these people are lurked into their organization and they really become a prostitute when they were not at the first place. I'm sorry, when you are not conscient, you don't give your consent to be with someone sexually, you are not a prostitute. You are a victim of rape. Do you understand? After, I give a shit if they drug you and make you mumble something that you don't even remember, because that has no legal, that does not give right to these people to rape you. They know really well that they drugged you. You have to put this right in your mind. Okay? Rape does not make you less divine. It brings bad karma into their life. Actually, they bind themselves to bad karma. And bad karma, some people say they give a shit about it because they think it's not real. They think it's not serious. Honey, when you rape a divine feminine or a divine masculine, because it could happen to divine masculine also, you have no idea the destruction that will come upon your fucking life. Do you understand? Because this is a spiritual consequence of the shit what you did. And I know that lots of people don't, they say that it's like not serious, but when you have this children's story, you know, the lion, the witch, and a wardrobe. And they made actually a film about it, Narnia, called Narnia. And I really love this story since I was a little kid. And that is the lion actually that symbolized Jesus Christ in the story. But the lion was sacrificed. And when the lion was sacrificed, this witch actually, who was evil, and everybody's around the witch was celebrating and humiliating the lion in many ways. And after sacrifice the lion, and they were sure they won. They were sure that they destroyed the lion. The only problem is the lion came back to life after, and actually was elevated higher spiritual level and with more power. Why I'm saying this? Because when rape like that happen, it's exactly the same thing than in this children's story, the story of the lion. Your enemy think they got you because your body is the temple of your soul, so they destroyed it. There is no protection, blah, 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 blah. They can do whatever they want with you. No, they can't. If somebody has to go through that, that person will be highly elevated, highly recompensed for her or his suffering. Do you understand? Do not give in to that shit and get attached to shit asshole covenants and secret societies like that. Because they will pull you down more and more. Unfortunately, like that, well, I don't know the country where you live, but what is the situation? But most of the country, when you are raped, it's the hardest to prove it. It's really hard to take justice over that person who raped you. And they know it. They know it, the fucking bastards, they know it. But you have to understand, as in Narnia, the witch was rejoicing and was sure that she won. Just look at that, how did she finish? Dead and lost everything. You have to understand that these people might think they won. These people might think they got something that you were actually hiding from them. And many of us who goes through, unfortunately, a violation like that are celibate and keep ourselves to source and for spiritual purity, you know. So they're doing it to humiliate source. They're actually going against source. They're actually going against universe and God. Do you understand? So when things like that happen, it's not your fight. It's fight against source and universe, and they will fight for you. And I'm telling you, these people, well, I don't want to be in that place because they will be really fucked up. Really, really fucked up. What you need to focus on, heal yourself, deal with the situation, and you need to make sure, because sometimes these are energy vampire and harvesting your abundance through the root chakra, that you clean out your root chakra, you protect it, and you obtain back everything what these people try to steal from you. Unfortunately, if there is normal drug that was applied, well, unfortunately, drugs can open the soul of the human soul. But normally, if there is no drug and somebody's raped like that, they can't access the soul. If they use drug, unfortunately, they can access to the soul in certain level and steal from you. You need to understand you have a right to obtain back everything what they stole from you. Purify your body, purify your soul, purify your root chakra, and get back to your normal divine path. It is really hard, but you have to do it. Because if not, you start thinking about what they did to you. Your trauma will grow and grow and grow, and will make a huge hole on your aura, and that will permit other dark entities to enter into your life, and that will pull you down. This is essential. You heal yourself from this, and you will gain the confidence even look front of those fucking people who raped you, or those who made fun of it and humiliated you publicly, and those who in a public laughed on you or energy harvested you. You can look into that fucking face with dignity, to be proud to be a divine feminine or divine masculine, healed without trauma and with superiority, because you are superior to them. They think they humiliated you, so they are superior. No, they will never be superior to you, honey. Never, ever will be superior to you. They are afraid of you. That's why they're doing it. If they are afraid of you, they know really well that you are on a higher level than they are. And that's why you represent a kind of threat to them. So when prepare yourself when these bitches will be front of you and make fun of you. Like me personally, I was raped like that. And I could not take any legal actions because I did not have any proof, okay? They wanted to make me look like crazy, okay? When it's really happened. Excuse me, when you're celibate and you are raped and you don't know it, and a few months later you are pregnant, there is a problem there, you know? So, but they do this to pull you down, reputation, to humiliate you. You need to do, what I wanted to say, some of these people, men contacted me and wanted to humiliate me more. And they were like, mashing on that, I can fuck you whenever I want, you are a prostitute, blah, 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 and they wanted to put fear on me. They wanted to put fear on me. And you have to stand strong and stand on your feet. Know who you are and who they are. How insect fucking nothing they are. Because they think it raises them up and makes them so powerful, so exceptional. Excuse me, when a man do that, that man does not deserve any respect and has zero, but absolutely zero value. And I'm telling you, this man who doing such an act brings curses upon their life. Okay? Some of them do it to steal your abundance. Honey, the curse they brought upon their generation, I will never get rid of it. Their daughters and the daughters of the daughters and the daughters and the granddaughters, whatever, they will go through the same shit, and they will not understand why happening so much bad things in their children's life. Oh, honey, nobody cursing them. Nobody. it's themselves who curse themselves. Do you understand? That man who can rape a divine woman like that has no respect for women, no respect for his own daughter, has no respect for his own wife, and certainly has no love for them. That man does not deserve any respect. And the spiritual realm will make sure that these men will be treated like that. I don't care what kind of high position this man has. They will go through hell. And I guarantee you, even if the justice system won't hunt them down, they won't get away with their shit. Personally, what you can do is purify yourself, place more and more protection on your house, on yourself. If you can move and you think that will change the fact, then you do. If souls tell you not to move because you will win this case where you live, then you will, okay? Be conscient, put more and more protection on yourself, change like food, how shall I put this? Make sure, yeah, that there is less chance to contaminate your food or your drink. And if you feel like there is contamination, you need to get some samples and get it analyzed, even if you do it on a private way, and you have to pay for it. And you have to keep in a safe place your documents, because if you keep it in your house, there's a huge possibility they will steal it, okay? After, if you're an alchemist or you're spiritual workers, there is many ways you can make these people pay for this, okay? And they deserve it. They think you are evil if you protect yourself, excuse me. Then somebody invade your privacy and destroy and not respect your human rights. That person is evil, not you. Not you. There were some cultures that if was proved that they did that, they were executed. People like that. It was so serious thing. If your human rights was not respected in certain ancient cultures, that the person who was abuser was killed, executed. Today, unfortunately, there is no such a thing, because if they would take it seriously and they would not fuck with people, okay? But what's happening spiritually, there is such a strict punishment on these people, because they do not have a right to break into your house, drug you, and rape you. They do not have a right to break into your house, place illegally cameras or devices, any kind of devices to alter your behavior, or put drug or any kind of poison in your food or in your drink, or do any kind of alteration in your house or in your apartment, wherever you live. So you need to deal with this on a 3D level, on a legal level. But when it's blocked, or even if it's not blocked, you have to deal with it spiritually and emotionally. You need to deal with the trauma, because you need to understand these. I try not to qualify them really badly because YouTube will take my videos off. But these brown mass people, you know what I mean, they have to receive, and they will receive what they deserve. And that is not abundance. That is not love. That is not a flourishing business, maybe temporary. But honey, on long term, this is not what they will have. I don't know if you check sometimes in TV, we can see in YouTube, these secret societies. I won't say anything because after they accuse me. You can see them on pictures, or there's videos about them, and you can see they face without expression. These people might have power. These people might have money. These people might can have anything what they want. They're fucking dead. Do you understand? They're fucking dead. And whatever they have, they will never have true love or joys or peace in their life. Because these people are always afraid of other enemies destroying them. These people will never ever find true love. They will never. They might trick into divine feminine, divine masculine to marry them, but they will never experience true love from them because they can't. When you are not a divine feminine or divine masculine, you can't experience in depth, I mean, deeply in your soul, what is divine, true, unconditional love. You can't. Because when you are evil, when you are karmic, or when you are these energies the matrix create without soul, you will abuse this love and you won't be able to enjoy it. No, you won't. You think you enjoy it? No. You don't even know what it could do to you, a divine love, when you're not feeding on it, but you reciprocate it. And because of the reciprocation, because of the divinity, it becomes such a wonderful force, and actually it will be augmented. These people never experience that. They take divine love, but they can't make it grow. It won't augment in the process of taking. You understand? But it will cause degradation. Simple as that. So you need to understand this. And after, you need to understand, for example, if rape happened to you, that it's only a vessel, okay? And divine justice exists. And your soul was protected, okay? Because when things like that happen, your spiritual protection concentrate on your soul, okay? And they can't touch your soul. Simple as fuck. They think they do, but they don't. They don't, believe me. And after, you need to be tough and stand these bitches like that. You, those who knows me well, if I have an opinion, I will make it clear. So you can imagine what did I say to this man who sent me a message that they can rape me anytime when they want because I'm a prostitute. Or you can imagine what I give them, and you can imagine what I give them spiritually after. And I don't care if you call me a dark witch bitch. I am not. And if I would be, it's not your fucking business. First of all, if it's somebody's dark here, is the person who rapes, who abuse, and it was not me. That's for sure. So you need to put these people on their rightful place spiritually, and you are not obliged to show any kind of respect to them because they don't deserve it. Do you understand? Somebody who rapes a woman is a criminal, first of all. Second, it's an abuser. Third, it's not a real man. Because when you have to rape a woman, you don't have your real manpower. Okay? Simple as that. And those who expose the private, intimate life of a divine feminine or divine masculine, that actually describes not the divine feminine, divine masculine, but the person who exposed them. Do you understand? You have to shift your perception and shake it off and move on. Do the necessary on a 3-day, on a 5-day, and forget about this shit, because their life is fucking doomed. They don't know, but their life is fucking doomed. What they give you energy, they will receive it at least 10 times more. So if they wanted to rob you from your abundance, and they wanted to rob you from your good reputation, the same thing will happen to them, just 10 times stronger one day. Do you understand? You don't need to justify yourself. Sometimes we feel like we have to justify. Maybe if you have a platform, you can tell your story, because it's important when you go through things like that, you don't keep it hidden, but you tell people the story what you've been through. So other people who goes through the same shit, they can learn from it, they can get courage and ideas what to do and how to come out. This is really important. Okay? And but in your everyday life, you move on. You kill yourself, heal yourself, and move on. And I will send flying monkeys. Actually, I do not understand people who voluntarily flying monkeys. I mean, going on in a life of divine feminine and divine masculine try to trigger them. Because the position of the flying monkey, it's in a name. You are a fucking monkey, nothing else. A worthless fucking monkey. A clown. If you are working for these narcissistic people to come in trigger divine feminine, divine masculine, you have no worth. Your worth is zero. Do you understand? Or sometimes they say sending these flying monkeys to obtain information about divine feminine, divine masculine. They are worthless shit that does not deserve any respect. And that's how you have to think about them. And also you have to think about them as clowns. That will make you laugh. And when you laugh, your vibration raise. And actually laughing, when you really laugh from your heart, can be liberating. It can cut even cords between you and those people. You have to remember who you are, what source created you to be. You're a light worker, you're a light worker. You're an earth angel, you're an earth angel. You are a spiritual worker, or energy healer, an empress, or whatever you are in God's source and universe, as a divine feminine, divine masculine. Whatever they try to do to you to ruin you will not ruin your reputation in a spiritual realm. And you have nothing to worry about the 3D, because when you have the victory in a spiritual realm, that will manifest evidently in a 3D. It might take time, it might take even years, but it will manifest. Do you understand? And these people will get fucking exhausted fighting it, so you can't manifest it on a 3D, but still you will do it. And sometimes souls does not let this manifestation happen one day to other, because they want to make suffer these people for years and years, putting so much energy, money, and time trying to stop you to manifest justice in your life. What SARS wants, that these people stop focusing on their life. Actually, the source does not want that, but this is what they do. They stop focusing on their life. They stop building their own life. They actually fuck themselves up, because the next lifetime they will be on a lower grade, a worse situation, and they have to work harder so their soul can get elevated from the shit where they put themselves in. And there's no way out, because they have to go forward in the evolution of the soul. There's no other way. You can't escape in a tenebre just for a very short period of time, and the only thing you will experience is suffering, nothing else. And when your soul comes back to the next lifetime, you have to work on the shit what you created the life before. Do you understand? You might even go through the same shit that you put through people in a previous lifetime. Or the shit suffering. So you will learn what is it. So your soul can be purified. And that's when people say that God's source is really evil to design this soul recycling system. No, there's nothing evil in it. Nothing. It was divinely orchestrated, this system, so your soul could become divine. If you are suffering in the soul recycling system, there is two possibilities. One of them, you created your own suffering. The second, you are unjustly suffering because of these not divine karmic people or these energies who has no souls. And you don't have to worry about that because you will receive everything what you lost actually multiplied, and these people will be taken out by souls. So this is the two options that why are you suffering in your life. But either way, it is designed to take you towards to your ascension, because that's what the soul should do, to learn, to experience, so they could ascend. So that's how you deal also with heavy things like rape, because sometimes targeting and gang stalking can go that far. Okay, especially when you're divine feminine, divine masculine, that people get obsessed with your divine energy and they get a brain disease, or they become psychopath, and they think if they rape you, they can have your energy, they can have your um, abundance, and dispose their bad karma on you. That is a lie, a fucking lie. Even if they drug the person to open their soul, they can't. Souls does not tolerate such a thing. And if souls permit that happen, it's because they really want to take those people out. And these people did that to other women and men. So they highly need in this lifetime, not the next ones, they really bad karma to work, you know? So you have to see it that way. You have to see it that way. You should not be paranoid. You should not let fear to come into your life. But in spite of that, stubbornly keep on meditating and manifesting safeness, peace, healing, and the life what you want. Yes, you have a right to be loved by a true divine masculine and a true divine feminine. I don't care how much they humiliated you publicly. The solution is not alcohol and drug and joining these assholes. No. The solution is that you keep on going in the right direction on your divine path. The solution is that you purifying, cleansing yourself, and elevating yourself and protecting yourself, calling back everything what these shits are they stole from you, even through rape, sending back the dark energies. When they are energy portals, you can ask source to cleanse up any DNA modifications because of the rape and actually send it back to them. Okay? But they do not know, and actually source show me recently that when a karmic evil person rape a divine feminine or a divine masculine, they convinced that there will be a DNA modification that will cause a failure of this divine person. That is not true, okay? Because you can change that, you can purify yourself from that, because you were not conscient and it was not under your power to change that or stop that, okay? But what they do not understand, their DNA is modified, and they think, oh, it's good because I got some divine modification from for my DNA. No, honey. What they don't know, their DNA is modified in a way that it attracts bad karma and attracts all the negative shit, what they don't want in their life, as a payment for what they did. This is when their own fucking energy hit back. And this is divine justice. Do you understand? You have to see this like that. Do not let these bullshit asshole people to tell you, to put you down just because they abuse you, they committed crimes against you, and it's you the prostitute, it's you who is humiliated. No, honey. No, 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 no. You should not let that happen. You are divine. You are not a prostitute. They are. They are. A man has no dignity. A man has no value. When they treat women like shit and go one woman after another one after another one after another one, and they're proud of themselves that they are alpha, they are men. And nothing is alpha about that. Nothing is man about that. These people has no idea what is a real manhood. That will makes you a male prostitute, nothing else. And that is your value. And that is when a male prostitute does not deserve any respect from a divine feminine or a divine masculine. Do you understand? The male prostitute, just a male fucking prostitute. You can't even consider seriously, you can't even respect. Only things you can do is ignore. Or if they really want to fuck you up, you tell them the truth that will piss them off. These are the little insecure shits who wants to be gods in your life and ruler of your life and control your life. And they can't. They can't. Because they don't even realize how low they are. They think they are this elite that in reality, honey, they are beneath you. If they have to rape you, they are really beneath you. And don't worry, the person who raped you, they Jane, is modified way that they have absolutely zero, but zero protection against all that shit is coming in their life. Actually, their gene is attracting them. And guess what? This modification in a gene actually passed down in generation after generation after generation. So when a man rape a woman, this is the worst thing what he can do, not for the woman, but himself. Well, this is, I'm sorry guys, now I'm giving you all the downloads. Today I can't, but maybe tomorrow or Friday I might do some reading, okay? I think this one has rightfully a place on my channel because this is a download, just like when I get a download to do tarot readings, okay? After you like it, you don't. Honestly, I give a shit about it. But I put out the message what source wants me to put out. And I know that many people will be helped by, many people will be pissed off, but I give a shit. I don't care. The message is out and source want it to be out. I wish you well and have a lovely day. Take care.